Ladies, listen up. Listen up, okay? Let me talk to you for a second. What am I looking at?
I'm gonna go get him.
In that Macy's dress? Hello friends, my name is Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. Thank you so much. And if this is not your first time here, I'm sorry, every week I can't get over this. Thank you so much. Today we are going to be watching After Ever Happy. Now, when I first heard the title, I thought this is painfully grammatically incorrect, but then I very recently realized that it's backwards for Happy Ever After, so joke's on me. This is the third and I think, well, fourth and maybe second to last installment of the After series. I decided to watch this movie because I was like, it's fall, it's October, we have to watch something scary, and what's scarier than terrible writing? So, and today, our drink of the day, we have a glass of rosé because I know I'm gonna need it. You know what, let me not go into this, you know, with a pessimistic mind. Maybe they threw something in there that, well, you know, will make me feel different. Or, you know, I'm just gonna go in there with no expectations and let's see what happens. Okay, let's get into it.
Alcoholic and sober.
Not this recap again. This movie loved to do previously on After, but it helps me because I can't remember. I don't know what was happening. The last I remember is this. I was just about to say it. This is the last thing I remember. I didn't think that was a terrible plot twist, honestly. I didn't think it was that bad for him to be his father.
That's how it became intimate. Spare me the f***ing details, okay?
All this time, the kid hasn't taken, no one's taken him under their wing. Be like, hey, you might be overacting, babe. Let's dial it back a couple notches. I'm not upset. I was just passionate. I was not upset, y'all.
Who gave this to you?
Vance. Stop! Get
Okay, he comes home from school with a full backpack. Dad abruptly wakes up, beelines for the book in his hand, and is wondering or suspects that some ne'er-do-well who is infiltrating his family gave him that specific book.
You know I hear her screams every single time.
Are you gonna set her house on fire?
Why are you always trying to find some sort of light in me, Tessa? Wake up! There is no—
Listen, I'm with Hardin on this. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, he's probably toxic. So you might as well leave him. Me? Getting caught up in arson? Absolutely not. I'm out. Ain't no man worth that. Hardin doesn't need a girlfriend. He needs therapy. So, vibes. Just hit the duel. Just get out. I will say, in all of this, I think Hardin his feelings are valid. Should they result to arson? Probably not. But his feelings are valid because, to keep in perspective, his mom was getting beat. And if there was, you know, there's this guy who, you know, was in love with her or whatever, but she had to sit there and deal with this abuser. But, you know.
I don't know if I can keep fighting against the current to save him rather than myself.
There's no reason that anyone should be trying to save anybody. Ladies, listen up. Listen up, okay? Let me talk to you for a second. When it comes to a relationship, each partner should be uplifting the other. They shouldn't be dragging each other down. In the same vein, I'm not your mother. I'm not your pastor. I'm not your therapist. I'm not going to save you from something that you need to work out on your own. Because if I save you, now you're codependent on me. And now we have an issue because now we're stuck together and we may not like each other. But then now I feel this obligation towards you, even if it's detrimental to my mental health or to my life, period. Don't do this. Don't save anybody. You're not a superhero. You're not Iron Man, okay? So I swear if Tessa gets pregnant by the end of this movie, okay? I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be so bad. That better not happen. What am I looking at?
I'm gonna go get him.
In that Macy's dress? Ooh. Ooh. It's very nitpicky. I'm so sorry. But in her strut. Like, wouldn't a normal person look to the side towards somebody coming towards them? That's just if I was directing. You know what I mean? But, you know, don't mind me.
Damn vodka. Let's make my new friendly a drink.
Listen, a win is a win is a win. Hardin is down with the crowd. Why he's standing like that? Says, I feel like this is the last time I need you to see him in a compromising situation and walk away. I feel like that's the last time we need to do this. And he didn't chase after you.
Us? What? Us, Tess? There is no us. We keep going round in circles and you just won't give.
Wow, Hardin's making a lot of sense. A lot of sense.
If you knew the things that cross my mind.
What's up with the captions?
'Cause I'm afraid to
Is this even the song? Okay, there are some things I can let slide, but having a whole another song playing while the lyrics are completely different, who's getting fired? Who's getting fired? Because I want to fire them personally.
oh please come bring me up from my lowest, take me higher. Can you see?
It's Infinity War. Oh my gosh. They got blipped. They got blipped. Is someone in your apartment? If it's your dad, I'm going to fight. I know you know how to call 911. I know you know. So how does everybody have access to her apartment? Okay, ambulances don't take dead bodies. Just want to put that down there. EMTs are not taking a dead body to the morgue. So.
No, you're a selfish prick. I thought you could help, but you know she's gonna get through this without you.
Get through what?
Okay.
It's
Oh, now you're not big and bad no more, Landon? Come on now.
Just put the phone to her ear.
you really shouldn't be speaking to her.
Well, then why the did you call her?
Great question.
Just stay calm, okay? Just give me a sec.
Landon. Get Landon out of here.
Are you still talking about the shave?
You know what? I think that's what I don't like about this series. It doesn't show enough of the good times. It just shows flashback and assumes that we're going to just believe that they were in a happy relationship. The whole series is about them being terrible for each other. So why would we root for them? The 4 different flashbacks amongst the 4 different movies that you show us is not going to tell me that they're a good couple. That tells me that they have some good times or whatever. But if in real time, all I see is bad things, why would I root for them? Just taking off my pants. Sorry.
Tess?
Ew.
You're the reason she's... I'll check the front door.
Landon, I need you to keep up this energy. Stop being a freaking...
I haven't always treated you fairly.
You hate me, Carol.
With good reason.
But you should know your opinion means all to me. And I mean that.
Get out of my house. Get out of my house. How would you allow someone to talk to you like that in your own house, Carol? Carol, don't do that.
I don't know what you want from me, Carol.
I want you to get out of my house.
Thought we had a love that was out of a novel. No matter how hard or fast or tough it was, we'd survive to tell this.
And that is exactly the issue today. And that is exactly the issue with this movie itself. It's actually kind of meta. Everyone has this expectations of their relationships looking like some kind of movie or fantasy in their head. And then that's how they operate. And then they get upset or mad or disappointed when they get let down by their partner because that's not a reality. I'm sorry, I continuously am being Dr. Phil right now and I did not intend to. I'm sorry, let's continue.
You didn't love me enough to fight for me.
Mm-hmm.
You gave up every time.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if you put her in a good movie with a good script, she'll do pretty great. Because she's not doing a terrible job. It's just the writing that's absolutely abhorrent. And I know Richard didn't have this many friends as a junkie. Come on, Landon. Sweep on in, man. Make your move. Make your move. Landon got his own spot. That's OD. You know he made not OD. I'm so sorry. That's pretty great. That pastor's mustache is so thick. For what? It looks fake. It would have made more sense unless you're gonna explain to me how a homeless addict has this many people in his life. It would have made more sense for it to just be them, 3, 4, whoever that fourth person was. And then Hardin and his parents came in. Because now I'm just like I keep asking, who are these people? It doesn't make sense for him to have any kind of friends. Maybe it was like an NA meeting or something like that. But even then, did they know that he went to NA meetings? You know what? It just doesn't make sense. And my issue with this movie and this whole series is that it's just fulfilling fantasies. And it doesn't care about the structure or the realism of how these things would take place. I am one who loves to escape reality, but unless it's a supernatural movie, you can't take realism out of a real movie, like a real lifestyle, because now I'm thrown out. It's pissing me off. And there's no story right now. There's no plot lines. It's just things happening, and it's really stressing me out. Let's continue. Yeah, get with the other Tucker. Come on now.
Stop making up stories. I'll tell Nora about that time you wet yourself.
I didn't know Landon had a girl. Okay, that's cool, I guess. I like Landon. I want to see more of them being happy. They fight too much, which is why I am never going to root for them. They don't seem to have a happy relationship. I want to see more of this happy time. Like, people feel like in order to, I don't know why I didn't pause this. People feel like in order to like show drama and wait, like it just has to be fights all the time. It's like, we can do a little bit more. Let's root for the relationship first so that I can be invested in it to care when they fight. If I don't think they belong together, I'm not going to root for their relationship unless I'm a 12-year-old girl, which I am not.
You've been pretending to be my friend. I didn't pretend, Hardin. I'm her friend too, and I'm cleaning up your shit as usual.
Nora, you got a good one, sis. I just want to see that again. Can't even properly see it.
That you're my lifeline and he didn't tell me and that hurts.
Oh, it hurts, does it?
For the road where I'm best.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The soundtrack for this, I like. It's like a nice, like calm, soothing playlist. Nothing too crazy. Nothing that's too mainstream that would take me out of it. But it's like a nice groove to it. I like it. Eli! Eli, you're back! Not the Bayangs. Ooh, not the Bayangs. Eli was such an irrelevant character in that second or third. One of those two. There we go. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. We're not gonna keep it. We have one more movie.
Couldn't have him staying at a hotel, especially
Why
with a
not?
mini bar. Is that shitty?
He can still go out to a restaurant where it's on every block in New York City. That doesn't make sense.
So, Landon just got here, and Hardin is with him.
I'd be so pissed. I would be so upset. Out of all the restaurants in New York City, you decided to bring him to my job. I would be so upset at Landon.
Hardin wanted to eat here. That's
Why.
And you didn't want to encourage him to go somewhere else? Well, it's fine. No, Landon, we see your true colors. Landon, I was rooting for you. But now,
Darling, swim in my arms tonight.
she's still trying. Ooh, your wig's moving, babes. It's moving. She's still trying to fix him. Ooh, this wig. It's not wigging.
A fair bit of therapy and I'm hitting the gym more.
Therapy. We love to see it. Oh my gosh, I love the word therapy.
But I am never.
This looks like a Broadway theater set. It looks like the stage design of a Broadway show. It's always something. It's always something. It's always something.
In a Darcy-inspired gesture, he funded her father's funeral.
His voiceover, I better never see Hero in a animation film because I will petition and I will riot. This man's voiceover skills is abhorrent. It's really pissing me off too. It's just like, Where's the pizzazz? Where's the character? What are we talking about right now? Why does it sound like that? And why do we have a book full of exposition for Tessa? Like, what's the point of this? Is he writing a book? Is that his diary? Did he have this from the beginning of the movie? Or did he just...
Tess, I'll explain if you just listen.
No, you already have on every page.
This is what I did to prevent.
I know, why are you mad? Oh, he was gonna publish this?
Never meant for it to be published.
Oh!
I started that journal to figure the shit out in my head.
Okay.
He asked me to read it in group therapy, so I did, and one thing just led to another.
Oh, he is gonna publish it.
You accidentally wrote a book and then you shopped it around to publishers without asking me.
Exactly. I will say I agree. He should have asked her for permission. That's not okay. To like write about someone's life and not use her actual name and not give them any say on the book or permission. Even if it's not like legally required, it's still like, you know, morally, you know what I mean? So it does suck. But at the same time, I do understand him venting in this little book or whatever, and it happens to turn into a book. What happened with Vance after he burnt down the house?
Look at this. I was young, I was in love, and I was terrified. None of that excuses the fact that I hid the truth from you for so long. But everything I did, every decision I made, no matter how regrettable looking back, it was done out of love for you.
Here's the thing, because I just watched Fleabag, and Fleabag is really good at writing. One thing that I love about it is that Phoebe allows the writing to sit for a second. We'll be in one scene for a good 5 minutes because she wants that dialogue to come across clearly and thoroughly and not rushed. And I feel like this scene particularly is probably I liked this scene. Whoa. I like this scene because there was a lot of emotion to it, and like knowing their backstory, it holds a lot of weight. I wish we would have just taken, and that's the issue with this movie, I wish we would have taken some time in this scene to really show her emotion through it all, to see him receiving it instead of just saying, oh no, I understand. It's like, no. He grew up having to deal with that regardless of if he understood what his mother intended. It still hurt. He still has emotions he has to go through. And so if I were to be able to see both her feeling regret and him admitting his frustration of his childhood, but still accepting that his mother did the best that she could, imagine how powerful that scene could have been. But no, like we're just rushing back to Hardin and Tessa for their next foolishness. Oh my gosh. This could have been such a great scene. It could have been such a great scene. Okay, photo.
Hi, look at you.
I need you to never put Eli back on my screen ever again. I love Eli. I wish he was more of an actual character in these movies, but they keep putting him in as a replacement for Hardin when he's not on screen and he's useless. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't add anything. He's just a picture. And it's frustrating the hell out of me because he could have been the antagonist. He could have been the antagonist of their relationship. But no, they just keep fluttering him in our face for no reason. Why? Why is he still here? Okay.
So, picked up the phone and I called my therapist.
Good. You can't do that. You can't to be continued on a movie twice. How is that making any sense? And why do you guys keep stopping at the weirdest parts? Why? I think this movie had more going for it than its predecessor. I can't remember what it's called. In the fact that they threw more in there. There was more happening. There was more to do. There was more to be upset about, I will say. But my issue with this series is the fact that they just have no story. I feel like I need to read the book because watching the movies, there is nothing to hold on to. I have no idea what is happening except for two people who don't belong together trying to be together. And it feels like the author or the writer is trying to get me to cheer for this couple that does not deserve to be cheered for. And so out of the entire movie, like I said, that one scene I felt like had so much potential. And if that kind of writing from that scene that had the potential would have encompassed the entire series, I feel like this could have been something. I honestly just have nothing to root for. There's nothing that is making me want to cheer for this movie. Cinematography is bare minimum. They couldn't even get the caption right. I don't even know whose fault that is, to be honest. It's like, the one thing I will say that I will give this movie is the playlist, is the soundtrack. I call it a playlist because that's what it feels like in this movie. It just feels like a playlist, not an actual soundtrack for an actual movie, but whatever. I do like the soundtrack. I personally like it because I like, my favorite genre is R&B, so it was giving me the feeling that I get when I listen to R&B music. The writing, the acting, it's just not good. And I feel like they know it. It's so weird because their core audience should be 13-year-olds, but this is a rated R movie, so they have to be at least 18 to watch the movie. So it's like, who is this for? I really can't stand it. I will say I like it better than the third one because it gave me more to say, more to look at. Okay, here we go. I like Hardin's slight development. He went to therapy. He went to AA meetings. He has written a book. He's becoming a successful person. I like that we are developing the character in the fourth movie a little bit more. Why did we leave it off on it to be continued? What was the point of that? Why? Anyway, well, that was After Ever Happy. If you liked the movie, please give it a thumbs up, please. Because I had to pay $20 for this and it was rough to sit through. But honestly, if you like the movie, please give it a thumbs up. If not, go about your business. But if you like the concept of coffee and alcoholic beverages and TV and movies, go ahead and subscribe. You know, Hardin is not inside, so I know you'll be more than willing to get in here. Once again, thank you so much for your support and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.